So, hi. Are you a service provider who uses Dubsado to keep you and your clients organized? And do you find yourself struggling like this person to finding the photos and files that you need from your clients, and you are looking everywhere in different emails and different forms, in your DMs, like you're all over the place trying to figure out where their content is that you need to provide your service? It's pretty frustrating, right? Well, I've got great news for you. There is a super simple Dubsado trick that will completely transform how you store and organize your client folders, files, key information that you need them to upload to you in one super simple folder, a shared Google Drive folder that is easy access for you and for them. It truly will revolutionize how you work with your clients and the information that you need to get from them in your workflow with them. So in just a few minutes, you're gonna learn how to automatically create a central hub for all your client files and then make it accessible right from inside Dubsado. No more hunting for those images, no more stressing about it, just a smooth, streamlined process that makes you look like the professional that you are. So if you're ready to take control of those files, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial for you. So we're gonna create the automated shared folder. And to do that, we are going to add a new Zap. And I've got a template down below that you can grab that you can make it identical to this. I'm gonna show you though here making it from scratch so you can just make it yourself. You don't have to grab my freebie if you don't want to. So the trigger, we're gonna start with Dubsado. And this is totally up to you how you want things to go. I think an easy one would be once a contract is signed by the client, but you could also do if a project status is updated to a specific client booked type thing. So why don't we do that since that's multiple steps? So we'll go project status is updated. We're gonna choose our Dubsado account, hit continue, and then we'll test the trigger. And then you'll have different leads populate here. So we'll just grab one of those to test, and that's gonna pull our actual Dubsado project information over. So the next thing we're gonna do is create a filter, and then we're going to filter it by current status. And this one we're going to do contains, and then ideally it should be whatever your current status is in Dubsado. So let me show you what mine are. So in my jobs, I zoomed in big, but you have all my information here. Booked work and work started. So I like to use the booked work trigger for this. So I'll go back over and change my current status, make sure it contains booked work. Can continue, and this will test it. And it would not have continued because that person was in a lead status. So the next thing we're gonna do is in our Google Drive, we're going to create a folder. Hit continue. You wanna choose your Google account. Continue, and then the parent folder is whatever folder you want it to be in. So I like to have a main client folder inside of my client folder. And I like to create it by my client name or maybe the client company. So we'll hit continue. Hi, Linda. So we're gonna test this out and create it. And then I'm gonna create another folder inside of my main client folder. I really like having two folders because I have a main client folder and then a shared client folder inside of that. That way I can add things to their main folder there and it won't go into our shared folder here. So I'm gonna create another folder, continue, and now my parent folder, I'm gonna do custom and I'm gonna grab the ID number from the original one I just created. And so I'm gonna rename that set step so it makes more sense. And the template shows all of this. So our create main client folder created, and then we'll create the shared folder. And then this folder name, I still like to do my client name or the client company, and then my business name, just so it's easy for me to see the different name of it. So let's go ahead and test it. Okay, lovely. And now I'm going to add another step. So again, we're gonna do Google Drive, and this is gonna be add file sharing preferences. So this one is gonna be, the file ID is going to be that custom feature, and then we're gonna grab the shared folder created ID. And now the sharing preference, you have lots of options here, but I want that anyone on the internet who has this link can edit anything in this folder. It needs to be that way in order for your clients to be able to upload their own items into it. If they just need to see what's inside of it, you can do view only, but I want them to be able to edit it. So that's the one I will choose. And then I leave that one empty. We'll hit continue and test. Perfect. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and rename this one so it's clear what it is. And so shared folder made shareable, and now I want to send that link to myself. So you can do this wherever basically you take your tasks in. So if you want to just send yourself a email notification, you can do that. Maybe you have to-dos in Notion or Asana or ClickUp. At this point, we're gonna be sending it to your project management tool of choice to get alerted that folder was created. So I'm gonna just do Gmail to keep it consistent for everybody. Personally, I'll probably add some Salma and put a to-do there, but for now, we're just gonna do a Gmail alert. So we're gonna choose send email, continue, and we're gonna choose your email account and make sure you're logged in. Continue, and then this one we're gonna type in your email in the to, because you're sending yourself an email, and then grab your from, and then the subject is like shared folder link, and you can use the insert data from your other steps to pull your client name. And then the body of the email, we're gonna type in, here's our shared folder link to, so here's like our shared folder link to upload into our specific client name's Dubsado. So we'll pull that client name again from that step. First name, last name, and then Dubsado. It's basically, we're just telling ourselves exactly what we want to do. So here it says as a custom project field, and then I'm going to grab that shared link from that very last step. It is that shareable link inside of that step, and so you can just drop it in there. And I like to, you can label it if you want, if you have custom labels. I do have custom labels for each of my clients set up. So I would actually pull the company name there personally, because I already have a label created under that. And so let's continue and test this step. Cool. And then immediately I got that email, and it says, here's your folder link for Linda, and here it is. You can copy it, paste. Ooh, I think maybe we'll even drop in an easy link so you can click on like the Dubsado portal link. So you just want to grab this link in order to have it be easily droppable inside of their client portal. So we need to set up Dubsado to be ready for the sharing of the shared folder via Google Drive. So I'm gonna go into settings and custom mapped fields, and I'm gonna do it based on the project. And you might have lots of project mapped fields. This is all you see here is from my wedding timeline tutorial. So I'm gonna create one here, scroll down. This is gonna be shared Google folder, and we're going to select short answer and save. And now we're gonna want to refresh our page, and then we'll go into a test project. And if I go into the custom mapped fields on their profile, I can edit it. You see all your custom mapped fields, and at the very bottom, you'll see the new one you just added. So grab your URL that you want to share, and then we'll paste it there. So now we just need to make sure that any shared links always start with that https:// in order for it to work as a linked out smart field. It won't otherwise. And now you can click on it and it'll open the folder straight from their project. And you can also start a new email with that new smart field in the project. Grab that Google folder link, and that link automatically populates inside of that email. We can even turn that link into a button. So we'll change the text to that URL, and then the text you can drop in like drive link. We'll hit insert, and now your drive link is there. And then really the best part, in my opinion, is using this in your files and sharing it for things. So let's go ahead and grab a welcome guide. So this is a welcome guide that is actually inside of your Dubsado Forms template library. There's a client onboarding form right there that you can use and copy to your account. So that's where that is if you want a starting point. So now if you look here, we have tools, you have your client portal. We're just gonna start a new header and call it your shared Google Drive folder, and any little description you want. So now we're gonna create the folder link. And I always like these to be centered because the portal link above it is gonna be centered. So for consistency, I really like to manually make all of my links centered. That is a button, so we'll turn it into a button. And let's grab our smart field for that project shared folder. We're gonna cut it. So go hit Command X to cut, come back to your folder link, go formatting, link, button, and then that URL, you're just gonna paste that project smart field that you just copied, and we'll open it in a new tab. I like to put it in a new tab so it opens there. And now we can save and preview. So now as long as your client folder link is in the client project custom mapped fields, as soon as they click on it, it'll take them to their custom shared folder with you. And then the only place in their project you have to update is in that custom mapped field. So it keeps you from having to share that link 100 million times. You can share that link in the welcome guide. If you have different rounds of revisions as a web designer, you can share that link on different forms or in any email. You can always use that same folder over and over again throughout their entire project. It's really nice that you only have to update it in that one place, but use it all over their project wherever it needs. It's a really great way to keep you and your client organized and keep all your files in one place. Again, if you need that Zap template, it is linked down below. Go check it out. I am Lauren with The Smarter Creative. I love helping creative entrepreneurs work smarter instead of harder inside of their business. If you need help with your Dubsado, your Zapier connections, or if you choose to do your project management inside of Notion, I am your girl. And if you need help with any of those things, there is a link to schedule a free call with me down in the description. I would love to chat with you, see if we're a good fit, see how you might need my help in fixing your Dubsado, your Notion, your automation between the two, or whatever else you have tied together. If you need any other tips when it comes to making your Dubsado run more efficiently, if you have any questions, you can drop them below on this video, If this video helped you, make sure to give it a thumbs up and a like and let me know. I love hearing from you. I love knowing that these videos are supporting you in your entrepreneurship journey, and I will see you guys next time.